Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Psychic Hour. This is one arm of True Crime Paranormal. This is Katie Weaver. I am here with my sister, co host, and partner in crime, Kristi Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. I'm excited for the Psychic Hour. I brought you a present. Woo!
She comes bearing gifts.
That's what I
It's
do.
going to be a good night.
It
Yeah.
is.
Hope everybody is doing well. Whether you're joining us live or you're going to come back and listen or watch later, we want to welcome everybody.
Absolutely.
Oh, and hope that you guys are having a good week. I don't think the energy's been terrible this week. I think that people have been
No.
feeling pretty passionate about their pet projects, about their beliefs, about who they are. And so I'm sure we've had some scrapes, some skirmishes because of that. But I think overall, the physical energy's been higher than normal, which is great. The creative energy's been off
Mhm.
the charts. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
There really is, I really felt that in that I have got a lot done this week. I
Me
put up a
too.
couple of new episodes on my podcast, so I'll put a link to that in the chat so that you guys can see that because I've got 6 episodes up now. And I'm pretty happy about that. And
Awesome.
I've been making some meditations with binaural beats, which is something I love doing. And yeah, it's true. I've been feeling more motivated. I definitely feel that energy.
Uh-huh. Me too. It's good. We'll take it.
Mhm. It is good. I really appreciate it when I feel like getting up off the couch and doing some stuff, you
Hmm.
know? Like that's really nice. I'll take it.
Hmm. Yesterday, I sat down. I got my new sublimation printer. Well, as Kristi knows,
Mhm.
I've talked about it a little
Oh,
for
I was
my
gonna wear my shirt.
birthday.
What an idiot. I was gonna wear my shirt tonight,
Yeah,
but I
it's
forgot,
all
so
good.
I'll wear it another time.
Oh my gosh, I've been making stuff, and you guys, this is ridiculous. It could turn into quite the addiction. And right now, I have absolutely no energy at all in doing wood crafts or doing pouring resin or anything because by God, I'm sublimating. But
Right?
I made this tumbler. It's going to be a little bit hard to see with the glare, but it's a raven. Yeah,
Ooh,
and there's an owl and butterflies, and
it's very
it's
pretty.
it's my kind of jam.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm having fun just learning how all the ins and outs, and I actually have a couple of orders to fulfill, which is fun. And so I I'm just diving in. I'm just having a lot of fun with it. But it's gotten me like really organized because I'm like, I really want to just work on that today. So I
Right?
really need to get my shit done first thing in the morning so I can. So wow,
Exactly.
this guy's been doing dishes every morning so that I can go do things I'd rather do.
Well, hey, that's pretty great.
Hmm. Yeah,
I
but yes,
know.
the uh, the physical energy's been high, which is awesome.
It really has. Yeah. Yeah. Um, what did I want to say about that? I was just curious, those of you in the chat, are you feeling the same thing? Are you feeling more motivated, more interested in your pet projects? What's going on with you all?
Yeah.
Because we like to know about that.
Yeah, the collective energy is important. It's always interesting to collaborate about how everyone's doing, where you're at, what you're working on. So I
Yeah.
will tell you that tonight, because it is the psychic hour, we're going to be discussing dreams and dreaming.
Mhm. Yes.
And Christy is bringing us a really special meditation. And if
Yes.
we had a little extra time, we'll do a few readings from the chat. I don't know if we will or not. But I did bring a little video to share
Yes, you
of
did.
pigs. So, and I realized after I recorded it, I should have done it landscape, but I didn't. So, we'll do our best. But anyway, this is just the pigs. Mars making the pigs dance for a couple of treats.
Okay, do it spin. Do it piggy spin. Come on. Do it spin. Awesome. Okay, your turn. Come on. Throw. Okay. Your turn, Zig. Okay, Zig. Zig, come on. Okay, come on. Yeah. Good job. Okay. Excellent. You do your dance. Bump it. Bump it. Feet. Feet. Bump it. Ooh.
That was very cute.
Yeah. Sorry for the sound. That was the air conditioner, but
Oh,
well, we can't live without it. But
not
so
right
the
now.
little
No.
the little blonde, spotted blonde, that's Zigzag. That's our little boar, and the little black and white pig is Fiona. That's our little female. And yeah, we trained them when they were really little to dance for treats because it slows down their aggressive. They're not aggressive, but they're enthusiastic. And
That's a good word for it.
so, like before I will feed them, they have to dance 3 times because it gives me a chance to pour their water and to put their dish down so they don't knock it out of my hands, because that's what was happening. And then their food goes everywhere and it's a big scene. So they have to do their dances so that you can get yourself into place and put their food down so they don't grab it from you prematurely. But
Mhm.
anyway, that's the little babes.
Aw. They're so cute, and that Zig is so good at doing the tricks. He's just
Oh
really a
my
good
gosh.
kid.
He's so funny. He's such a good boy.
He
Yeah.
is.
I walked out in the backyard earlier and startled him. He and they were both sleeping under a tree in the shade. And I don't know, something about me coming back there startled them. And they both leaped in the air and ran as fast as they could possibly go to the other side of the yard. I don't know what they thought was happening, but I've never seen him run so fast. Poor
That's really
babies.
funny.
Not nice. Let's see.
No.
So Chris says motivation has returned with the new moon. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, it has. Jessica said she's also been obsessed with getting things done.
Nice.
My house is
nice.
cleaner right now than it's been in, I don't want to tell you how long. Yeah.
I've been focusing on stuff I like to do.
Yeah.
Housework not been one of them.
Oh, JR says, what did you eat? Oh, yeah, we didn't ask. What did we have for dinner? What did everyone make for dinner? What did you make for dinner?
We had pork chops and sweet potato waffle fries in the air fryer. Highly recommended. They were really good.
Nice.
We're not eating white potatoes anymore. We're eating only sweet potatoes, which is,
yeah.
I could be slapped for saying this, being an Idahoan, but
Right.
sweet potatoes are way better for you.
Yeah.
way, way better for you.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't had dinner yet. One of our kids is on their way home for the weekend and informed me that she'll be home around 10 and she will definitely be hungry. So I went, well, I'm not cooking dinner twice. So let's wait. So I don't really know. I have no idea.
Well, there you go.
I think we'll probably grill something. That's my thought. It's been so damn hot, and so we have been wanting to grill a lot, except for that it's also hot outside and you don't want to cook in the house because it's hot in the house. And anyway, so we have been waiting and eating dinner later this week, the last couple of weeks. So
It makes sense. We've been using our air fryer for that same reason. Like, I don't want to turn the oven on.
Oh, yeah. God, no. No, if you turn on the oven or the dryer in the middle of the day in this house, you're going to get slapped.
Yeah. I hear that. I definitely hear that.
I won't be having it. But just a minute ago, one of my kids came in my office and said, are you the last person to do the laundry? Which, of course I am. I mean, hello. I said, why? And she said, because the washer door's not shutting tight, so it must have been your fault. I'm like, God damn it. Pretty sure I've said these things to my kids in the past. Anyway,
right? Oh, it's coming back on you.
I don't know what's wrong with the washer door. I didn't do anything to it. But
that sounds like something your kids would say.
I felt just like the kids going, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm the last one to do. Of course, we know I'm the last one to do the laundry. Who else would do it? But
right.
I don't know. Scott was fixing it, so
also true.
I'm sure it's fine. But my God. Well, we wanted to talk about dreams tonight.
We went in and out.
Oh.
we're okay now. We went in and out again. I don't know what happened, but we're back and we're fine. So
Weird. Okay. All
yeah.
righty. Well, let's see. Jessica had salads. That's a good idea. Yeah. And Bianca said, oh, it's her son's 13th birthday.
It is a
so
good
she made
idea. I just get
shrimp
tired of
Alfredo.
it. Like I like salads, but
Mhm.
after a while I'm like, God, do we have to have another one?
Yeah. Well, Bianca made shrimp Alfredo for her son's 13th birthday. So happy birthday. I think we might be struggling with our stream a little bit.
Something's going on with my internets, guys, because we keep coming in and out. So we'll do our best here, but I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah. Hey, Lupita. Good to see you here.
Katie, are you hearing me?
Yeah. Are you hearing me?
You see me? Okay. We have blanked in and out a couple of times. So like the screen goes black and then we come back. I'm not sure what that's about. So hopefully, I'm glitching. Yeah, something's happening with the internet. So hopefully things are going to chill out now.
Yeah, hopefully. Chris had asparagus and Brussels sprouts with a wine cooler. See, that's the way to live right there.
Oh,
Just some
right
veggies,
there. Yep.
go straight to the wine. That's correct.
Yes. I like it.
It's paranormal, right? There's just something paranormal happening here.
It very well could be. You never know when it comes to what's going on with this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, RJ made naan pizzas. Hey, that's a really good idea. I've never done that. That's smart. Nice. Well, looks like you guys are tearing it up. Good job.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about dreams tonight in a few different capacities, but I wonder, do we want to meditate now or do we want to talk first? Maybe we talk first because I would hate to see our meditation get...
Yeah, let's see if things stabilize and we'll get the meditation get messed up.
I'm thinking that they are, but...
Seems to be,
Yeah. So I'll tell you right now, we're not really going to talk about dream interpretation, except for that we are going to talk about dream interpretation. I know that made no sense. Yeah, we'll get there.
We are, but we are not.
Right.
So how do you like that?
Well, I don't like dream interpretation. I don't like canned dream interpretation. I guess I have to back up and get clear here. Yeah. We are not fans of the idea that if you dream about something, like, for example, if you dream about a snake, that has to mean a specific thing. It doesn't. Yeah. And there's a lot of dream interpretation books and websites and ideas, and those are just one person's idea. And it's okay if it resonates with you, great. But you interpret your dream first.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need a little help with it, it's certainly fine to reach out to somebody else as well. But hard and fast rules about dream interpretation just really open the door for a lot of inaccuracies.
Well, there's no intuition in it. And this is, I have this problem with a lot of things in the metaphysical community when you, like all the books on chakras, like everything's exactly the same for everyone.
Not at all.
Shit, it is. So yeah, it's much more about your intuition. I actually have a wacky dream, if you would like to hear it, and we could talk about it a little bit.
I would love that.
I have been dreaming my brains out recently and remembering them because I don't know why, because usually I'm not a big rememberer of dreams. I had a dream a few nights ago that I was a brand new teacher, that it was my first day of being a teacher. Oh. And I was teaching with two other women, and they weren't so happy to be working with me because they were like these seasoned teachers, and they're like, you don't know anything kind of stuff, right? So I kind of get stuck with the naughty kids in the back of the room. And I am just constantly trying to keep them from causing problems. And then, I don't know, I'm going to shorten it because it's quite long. But here's when the day was finally over and I'm like, get me the hell out of here. And my family had come to visit me at school, which I know a lot of this has some mom vibes to it for us.
Yeah.
We get out the door. Well, it has snowed like tons and tons of feet of snow while I was in there. I have my little dog Whoopi, she is a little dachshund, mini dachshund. So she's little and kind of fragile. And the only way that we can get out of the school, they have built this giant snow hill with this huge slide. And you have to get on these blow up things and you have to go down the slide. And I got to go down the slide with like all my teacher gear and my dog and hold on to the thing to ride all the way to the bottom. And that's kind of when I woke up, is when I hit the bottom of that. That was a friggin' weird dream.
Mm-hmm.
And there was way more to it than that, but we don't have time for that. It reminded me of when our mom first started teaching and she had her first parent teacher conference. And she had said, hey, I'm going to be there like all day. If you guys want to, you could come out and visit. Well, we didn't understand that meant, hey, I really want you to come out and visit me. It's my first parent teacher conference.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time it was over, she was in tears because none of us had come.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit, you just said we could if we wanted to. You never said you wanted us to. And it sort of was like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of dreams about our mom lately. I've been dreaming about her with her in my dreams a lot. But I felt like this was kind of like an experience that was sort of like her.
Yeah.
But it also reminded me of our old station wagon when we were in elementary school that wouldn't make it up the hill to get us to school because it would slide back down the hill in the wintertime. And about how we had to get out and walk the rest of the way because our mom couldn't get us all the way up the hill. I don't know. It was some combination of all of that. It was just very interesting.
Oh, really?
And why I had my poor little dog with me the whole time and that she had to ride down the hill like that, I don't know.
Well, and she's been having some back trouble this week, and so she's more fragile than normal. And so, of course, you'd be carrying her around and taking care of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I know. It was a very strange dream.
Well, a question from Melissa. She said, do you believe dreams of loved ones that have passed are visiting with you? 10 out of 10, yes. I absolutely believe that. It is such a gift. I think it's a gift that we get to have. I have lots of thoughts on that because as a medium, I've worked on this topic with people so many times.
Yeah.
And had so many of my own. And if you've had a dream like that, you know that it hits different. It feels different from other dreams. They just feel so real. You wake up feeling like, I really hugged you. I really sat with you. And I absolutely believe that. I think it's interesting that some people, after they pass, they start showing up in people's dreams really fast. Like it doesn't take them long to kind of shake off the dust and be able to come through that way. And it takes others a long time, lots of healing, lots of regrouping before they're really able to do it. I have been told before that it takes a tremendous amount of energy to be able to come through. And there is a level of readiness and okayness that you have to consider. Because when you have a very fresh loss, especially a really hard one, like a child or a spouse or a parent, them coming through to you in a dream, when you wake up, you may feel like you're losing them all over again. It can create a brand new grief wound that had barely been starting to heal.
Yeah.
And I feel like there is a real carefulness there around that. I've had lots of people tell me in mediumship, I have not been able to come to my mother yet because it will hurt her too much. It's too much for her. The other piece of that, and it feels so damn unfair, Carrie, I'm going to answer your question. She said, why do you think some people can see a loved one sooner than others?
Yeah.
And I think that it's because grief is so heavy and grief is so thick. I've had people tell me before that it's very hard to make it through, which is so damn unfair. Because if you're the person who needs to experience that the most, you may be the one who experiences it last because of that layer of grief that's so hard to get through. It's a tough one. It's also a tough one because not everybody remembers their dreams. And so
Mhm.
you might not. Years ago, our dear friend Natalie, her son died from a brain tumor. And maybe a year later, we were playing cards and visiting. And she said, she goes, it's really bothering me because everybody in my family has had a dream. They've had a visitation. They've had an experience with him. Why haven't I? And I went, honey, I think he's trying. It's just really hard to make it through sometimes. And
Yeah.
she texted me that night at like 3 o'clock in the morning and said, it happened. It happened. He came. And she was laying in bed, ready for bed, and had her phone on her nightstand. And it just went crazy. Like it was like somebody was touching every screen, every button. It was just lighting up and going everywhere. And
Uh-huh.
she just really she knew that was Cameron coming to say
Yeah.
hello and to make sure that she saw that and knew. And that was just a couple hours after we'd had this conversation. So anyway, he made it through. Not so much in a dream, but he did finally get her attention. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So Chris says, I ask out loud to remember. She said, visitation dreams are the only ones I remember. I think that's amazing. And it's really good advice. Yep.
Mhm.
Ask, say it out loud,
And it's
intended. I
it's true
will
to have
remember.
some intention. Yeah. Well, and I think it's also a lot of people say to have a notebook and pen next to your bed, like on your nightstand, so that you can just jot down a couple of things so you remember. Because I don't know about you guys, but I will wake up from a dream and remember it clearly, and in about 10 minutes, I have no idea
Yeah.
what I. So if you can write down a few things, okay, this dream was about blah 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 blah, so that you have
Mhm.
something to trigger yourself,
Mhm.
trigger your memory.
Yeah. Yep. Very good advice. Yeah. So to answer your question on visitation dreams, absolutely. In fact, I
Mhm.
had one just a few nights ago that I've been kind of excited about. I had a dream, and in the dream were my mom, her mom, our grandma Pfeiffer, and our grandma
Mhm.
Marion, and our cousin Becky. And Becky
Mhm.
died about 4 months ago,
Yeah.
very unexpectedly. She's just a little bit older than us. It was really shocking and sad and
Yeah.
sobering, humbling. And I've not had really much communication with her since, a little bit, but not profoundly so. And so to have this dream with the three of them, and we were in a hotel. We were in some kind of like a place where we were all staying
Mhm.
and eating meals together and hanging out at the pool and shopping and just like having a vacation weekend, like a girls' weekend.
Mhm.
And I think there were others there too, like other family members and stuff, but it was just very, you know, profound that these three were there and we just had fun. Like we just had a good time. We played, we laughed, we joked, and it wasn't anything profound. And that's the thing that I think is important to understand. A lot
Yeah.
of times with visitation dreams, they're not coming to give you life-changing information. That is so rare.
Yeah.
What they're coming to do is be by your side. They're coming to feel you and let you feel them. They're coming to share their love with you. They're just coming to check in. Too
Yeah.
often I hear from people, well, yeah, I always dream about my dad, but he never says anything. He doesn't have to. He's just here to be with you. He's
Right.
not going to tell you where to find your true love or what the lottery numbers are. That's not what this is about. This is just about sharing that experience with you. Yeah.
Right. I think that's so important because to them, this is just one visit of many. To us, we're like, okay, tell me everything I need to know because this may never happen again. And it just isn't true that they're always around us so much more than we realize. And so to them, they're like, it's just, yeah, I'm just stopping in to say hi, how are you? The way that it
Yeah.
would have been when they were living, had they called and said, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How you doing?
Yeah.
Just little things.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. Oriana says, my brother never has visitation dreams from our mom. Well, that doesn't surprise me because he's very iffy about what he believes. I'll bet he has had dreams about your mom. I'll bet he just didn't or didn't remember them. I think most frequently when people feel like they have
Sure.
not had a dream, they actually, or you have never had a visitation. I think they totally have. They just didn't remember that they had.
Yeah, I suspect that too.
Yeah. Chris said her dreams are R-rated. Some things never change. Well, good. Why not? Let's see. Kristi, can you hear me? You're still a little
I
frozen.
can now. We
Okay.
kind of did a little glitch again. Sorry, guys. I think it's my internet is kind of coming in and out a little bit here.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Dang, technology.
Right.
Melissa said, I have an odd question. Is it weird that I see spirits now so late in my life? Uh, my daughter was a medium and had ability all her life, and now I see spirits from time to time. No, it's not odd. It's a gift you've always had, Melissa. It's just come to the surface now. A likely life experience, has brought you here. So I don't think that that's weird at all. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Candace said
I
she's
do
had a
too.
few dreams with her granddaddy. They are the best, aren't they, though? Yeah.
Yeah. I've had lots
Yeah.
with my mom lately, which is, I don't know, just seems like
Mhm.
there's a lot of, well, we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of her death, and I kind of think that might be why. Just, you know,
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Yeah, we're almost there. So weird. Bianca
mhm.
said when her dad passed, she kissed his hands and told him she'd always remember how strong they were. Later on, he came in a dream and showed her his hands, confirming that he heard her. That's really cool. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. Well, sorry, just taking another quick look here. Bree said, I've always wondered, is it that spirits are entering your dreams or are you having, I'm not sure what that means, an experience with them, maybe, Bree? Uh, no, I think that they enter your dreams. I do.
Mhm.
Or is it, oh, OBE? Are you having an out of body experience with them? Actually, I think it's more like that. Yeah. It's amazing. People do go out of body at night quite a bit. There was
Mhm.
There was one time, yeah, I got it. Sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake there. I had a client years ago that her little girl was about 7 or 8, and out of the blue, for about 6 months, 4 different times, she woke up. She went to bed fine and woke up with her lungs full of fluid, like rushing to the hospital, pneumonia,
Mhm.
having to like seriously treat her. I mean, they even
Mhm.
went to a children's hospital in another state trying to figure out what the hell was the matter.
Mm.
But and it would go as quick as it came. They'd treat her for a day or two, it was gone, she was fine. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And but there was no medical answer. They could not figure out why this was happening. And again, like as soon as they it would take a day or two and she was fine after this would happen. And finally her mom asked her, why do you think this is happening? And she said, she like spread her arms open wide like a kid that's thinking and talking, and she said, I'm a mermaid. And her mom said, you're a mermaid. She said, I'm a mermaid. Basically, she explained in detail how she was having dreams of being in the ocean and swimming with the mermaids because she was a mermaid. And it was those nights that she was waking up with her lungs full of fluid. And I know that sounds completely insane, but you guys, I saw it happen several times.
That is wild.
And so we talked to her guides and her ancestors and asked them to stop letting her out of body like that, quit letting her go do these things because it wasn't safe. And it
Yeah.
stopped happening. It didn't happen again. There wasn't another trip to the hospital. I know that's
Mhm.
wild as hell, but that happened. Yeah.
Mhm. That's amazing.
Yeah. So one of the dream things that's happened to Kristi and I both a lot is having people tell us that we showed up in their dreams and we did or said a certain thing. I've been hearing this for years and
For
years, Kristi,
years. Yeah.
that people say, hey, so you were in my dream and you said blah, 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 blah. And thank you so much for that. I've even had people try to pay me for a reading.
I have too. Like, I feel like I got a session from you, and I'm like, I don't remember it, so it's all good. You only have to pay if I was physically there, like.
It used to embarrass me half to death. People would be like, yeah, you were in my dream last night and you did this and this and this and this. And I'm like, oh my God, what else am I doing in my dreams?
Right?
Because I don't remember it at all. I have no memory of it.
Well, how about you were in my dream and you told me all this stuff and I don't remember? What did you say? I've had that before, and I'm like, dude, I didn't actually have the dream, so I have no idea.
Yeah. We both just really had to kind of come to peace with the idea that we do out of body work. And that took me on a big journey of really learning more about what goes on here.
Yeah.
And discovering that a lot of people work when they are sleeping, and there's actually some cultures that believe that is the real, that's your real life. This is the dream time, what we're doing here, which is a real mind bender,
That is a real mind bender, but it does, which one's real?
Right. So what is real, by God?
I was in Oriana's dream last night.
Good job.
She says, I remember, I called you and you asked me how I was doing. I just now remember it. Oh, Oriana, that's hilarious.
Well, how nice. Checking in.
Yeah. Yes, just checking on you, see how you're doing. Oh, that's great. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. I have for years, if I had some kind of a technology problem, like something was wrong with my computer or my phone and I couldn't figure out what to do with it, I couldn't figure out how to fix it, I would have a dream about how to fix it. And I would wake up the next morning and I would sit down and do whatever I dreamt and it would work. I dozens of times has that happened to me with technology. Is that so weird?
Well, but that is sleeping on it, right?
Yeah, that idea of sleeping on it. Your brain works it out.
Yeah, and you can intend that. If you are puzzling something out when you go to bed, ask your guidance to help you to puzzle it out while you're sleeping.
Yeah,
you
give
can
me
also
the answer to this.
do healing work this way. I've done a lot of healing work this way. And I have had especially experiences when I have clients that maybe they have somebody that's barely on the edge, they're in the ICU, they might live, they might not, they were in a horrible accident, whatever. Lots of times when I've gone to bed, I've just intended that I just go sit with them and work on them overnight. And I knew I did, it didn't necessarily have to be a big dramatic thing, but that's just where my spirit went for the night while my body slept.
Yeah.
We have a dear friend that I have traveled with many, many times in dreams. And lots of times in the morning, these are dreams I usually remember, probably just because she's in them. But one or the other of us will reach out and be like, okay, so what do you think? Where did we go? And one time we woke up and she was bloody and I had pleurisy. There was no answer to it, and neither of us remembered anything except for that we were both there. We remembered both being there. But another time we had a dream and she was injured. She was also injured in real life at the time. She had a hurt shoulder. And in the dream, we were in this giant stone room that and when we had her, it was all these elders, I'm going to call them, wise people that were teaching me how to help her shoulder. And they were teaching me how to use ethereal metals, which is an interesting healing energy practice that they taught me how to use in that dream to work on her shoulder. And the next morning, of course, I reached out and said, do you remember? And she said, I do. And she said, my shoulder's much better. Thank you. She said, I went to bed last night and actually called out to you and asked you if you'd help me because I'm in so much pain. And she had a pinched nerve on her shoulder, but anyway, in her shoulder. But that was a whole healing system that came from that, using ethereal metals. And I was taught that
Right.
in that dream, and then went back because I felt like I didn't learn everything I needed to know, and asked to go back and learn more. And the next night I did, and learned everything I needed to know to use that system. That to me was Atlantean or something along those lines. I hate to put
Mhm.
like hard and fast labels on stuff because that's my perception, right?
These are
But
just the labels we have. Like, we don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, we could go on for hours about all of the dream experiences we've had, and we
Oh,
won't.
yeah.
But at any rate, I wanted to just clarify a couple of things, because what about the bad dreams? I have lots of clients that will have an occasional prophetic dream. And then when they have a bad dream, then it scares the crap out of them.
Yes. Yeah. That what if this one's prophetic too? Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you know the difference? What do you think?
You know, honestly, you can usually equate a bad dream back to something that has happened in your life recently. I do feel like for most people, when I'm talking to them about a bad dream, it'll be about getting in a fight with someone or running from someone, and you've got something going on in your life that equates to it. And
Yeah.
so I always go there first.
Yeah.
I also always say, okay, any substances that you took before you went to bed, because we have to remember that things can affect your brain. Like, I
Hmm.
take a pain medication at night. If I have to take Benadryl with it, I am going to have the weirdest friggin' dreams ever. And I know that they probably don't have a lot of meaning because they're more drug induced. So you kind of have to look at all of those things. But I like to look at bad dreams and go, okay, how does this relate to a problem that you're struggling with right now?
Hmm.
And can you look at it in a literal sense? Like, did you battle that problem in this dream?
Yeah. I think that's really good advice. I also feel like a lot of bad dreams are just pulling your subconscious fears to the surface, you know?
Definitely.
If you
Definitely.
have a dream that you had a horrible fight with the person you love, maybe that's a subconscious fear that they're going to leave you at some point, or you're going to break up. If you
Hmm.
have a dream that someone dies that's close to you, there's obviously a fear there of losing them. So
Right.
you really have to consider if
If you have
it's
a
just,
dream about being bitten by a shark, it's
yeah,
probably me because you're scared to death of them
yeah,
while also fascinated by them.
yeah, and doubling down on Shark Week. So you're just you're bringing it up.
Yeah, which I really have been. I've been binging you guys because
She's been
I've been
sharking it
watching
up.
all the old ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, Stephanie in the chat has really had an interesting experience with dreams.
Yes.
Did you
So
see
her
that?
first love was killed in a plane crash. And oh, wow. Boyfriend and dad, his dad, and one friend were killed. And one friend actually jumped to safety and lived. That's amazing. She said that she dreams of him often, and she feels like he's showing her what heaven is like. Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and Angelique, I just want to say I'm really glad that you're here with us. And I know you've said you've struggled with finding a community, but here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are. I'm really glad that you're here.
Yeah. Absolutely. Me too. Oh, Stephanie also said his dad came to her in dreams. See, you're so precious to them. You always
Yeah.
were. Came to her in dreams and warned her that she was going to lose her second pregnancy between her two sons, and she did.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the chat room and getting lost.
Right.
RJ said her husband has dreams that he can control. Lucid
Yeah.
dreams. Hmm. Some people are really good at lucid dreaming. Yes.
Yeah. It's something
So
I want to be good at, but I'm not really, I'm not particularly good at that. But there is a practice behind it,
mhm. There is, though. I think Stephanie's or that
that
RJ's
you
husband is
can
just
learn.
naturally good at it. But there is a practice to
Just
learn,
naturally good at it.
yeah, how to control it. And it really starts with
Yeah.
doing like astral traveling and meditation to get good at that so that you can lucid dream. Lucid dreaming should probably be easier because you're already in a theta state, and so you should be able to. But controlling that, Denise Lynn has a book about lucid dreaming that's really interesting. She and her daughter have practiced lucid dreaming together for a lot of years, and they'll set a destination. So they'll say, okay, we are both going to go, and it'll be somewhere they've both been
neat.
before so that everyone knows it. So maybe you'd say, we're going to meet at Old Faithful, or something that they both know. And then they will practice it and go to bed that night and see if it works. And they've gotten it kind of down to a science where they can, set a time and a place, and they will both show up there. Because it's all about intention and belief, and if you can intend it and you can visualize it and believe that you can do it, then you will likely do it.
That is very cool.
If you're interested in studying that, go look at Denise Lynn. She's got some really good resources on that.
That's such a cool idea to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is, especially if you have a willing partner that wants to practice, It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you think we ought to try our meditation?
Let's do. I'm afraid we're going to run out of time if we don't.
Yeah. So this is a binaural beats meditation. So there are no words. It is only music in the binaural beats tones. What I want you to do is just feel how your body moves to the beats. You're going to feel all of these tones. And I don't know if you're like me, but I do a lot of moving when these kinds of things happen. So just let your body do whatever it wants to do while you listen to this. We're back. Are you back? No, you're not. We can't hear you.
I
I'm
muted
back.
myself. Yep.
Katie's muted.
I am here. You know, binaural beats always give me some kind of deep experience that makes me, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little speechless. Sorry.
That's okay. Me too.
Took
I
me
feel
to-
very drawn in by that energy. And I hope you guys like it too, but I just can't help but like move and sway with it. And I feel it like right in my chest. And anyway, I'm going to be doing some more things with that as we go along, but I just picked up some really awesome tracks today and wanted to share them with you.
Nice. I love that. Well, we've got 10 minutes, so why don't we
Yeah.
do a handful of readings as
Sure.
we're going here. Anna, I'm going to just grab yours really quick because I saw it. I actually feel like the news will be good next week. I don't feel like it will be, I don't think it'll answer all of your questions initially, but I do feel like it will be good to get you going and that things are going to work out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was feeling the same actually as I read it. It's going to be good news.
Jeannie said I didn't want it to end. I was getting right into it. Yeah.
Right? I know. I will have more coming, more of that kind of thing coming.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's back up a little bit in the chat. I don't know that we'll get to everybody, but we'll do our best to grab a few here.
Yeah.
Oh, on dreams, Oriana said that her dreams have been really weird lately. Her mom's in them. She's smoking a cigarette and says she can't do that. She was told she can't do that, and she laughed and said she'll do what she wants. Well, I mean, she always
Well, at
did.
this point, I mean, right?
That's funny. Okay. Sherry said, my friend and I have been talking about upping our hobby today and giving it more time, opening more to higher energy. And then Carrie said, that's right. These are the friends. So do it, ladies. Do it. Nobody needs to give you permission but you. And if you're ready to do it and you're willing to give yourself permission, let's go for it. And let us know how we can support that.
For sure. Yeah. The intention to do it is 90%, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Let's see. Hello, Betty. I hope you're well. Let's see. JR's wondering about a mediumship reading from Cassandra Ramirez. If we can't get through to her, do we see her coming and sending you messages? And then Kristi, I'll take that one. And
sure.
I was just looking for a question for you to hit while I grab that one. Actually, do you want to just find something and I'll take that one?
Yes. I was
okay.
Tara would like a general energy healing, so I can definitely do that while you are doing that mediumship reading.
JR says Cassandra says, JR, that you were always nice to her and that a lot of people weren't and judged her and didn't really trust her, and she never really felt like that from you. I am going to ask her to come through and send you some messages. It feels like you could really use that. She's really humble, and I feel like she doesn't realize quite how much her disappearance rocked people around her and upset people around her, and how much she has missed. So I am just asking her to come through to you in dreams. That'll be the easiest way to come through in dreams or meditation and get a message to you. But there is a sweet affinity there, sweetheart. There is. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, so Tara, what I'm feeling from you, mostly for one, that you needed grounded and your crown chakra is kind of stuck. And so I got that going, got that cleared. But there was this real pressure and tightness, almost breathlessness in your chest and pain in your back. and you do have an attachment from behind. So this is a thought form attachment, the kind of attachment you get from somebody who, kind of fires a thought arrow at you. And it's not an intentional thing, but it can happen when people have a strong emotional reaction to something that you say or do. And I feel like that is what happened. And so I'm just going to take care of that little attachment right now. And I feel like some of that anxiety and breathlessness will go away, as will some pain in your back. And so I've just got things rolling in a better way in your energy body. I feel like you're going to feel a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So Oriana's cat is really acting up. This is Prince Romeo.
Yes, Prince Romeo.
So he's biting. So I'm going to. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. It's Ginger. So Oriana has a dog that passed not too long ago named Ginger. And it's Ginger. Ginger's around your feet. She's hanging out. And I feel like he is trying to get your attention and show you and tell you that she's here. So I'm going to let him know that we already know and it's okay. And he should knock that off because this is his attempt at really getting your attention. And I think that's probably why he's biting like feet and knees and stuff, because Ginger's running around at your feet and he really, really wants you to know that. So I'm going to tell him to knock that shit off. So give me just a minute with him.
Naughty boy. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Cats will be very insistent upon trying to get your attention.
Right. I mean, at least he's not peeing.
Yeah.
Or puking.
Yeah.
Because they'll do that to get your attention too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. He literally like sighed with relief. He's so glad. Okay. He just really needed you to know. But I did tell him not to bite you again, that's not okay. I told him if she shows up and he really wants to make sure that you know, just to yell, just to sit at your feet and really yell, and you'll acknowledge it. And, the question is answered. Yeah. Oh, she says, I knew it. I told my brother that, and he didn't believe me. Yeah, that's totally that's what's going on. Ah, sweet little Ginger.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Let's see. We could probably each grab one more. Marianne, I wanted to give you a mediumship reading, but I would like for you to know who you'd like me to contact or connect to. We don't have enough time to dig deeper than that. So if you're still here in the chat, let me know. Tell me someone. I know that you're hurting. Your heart's really hurting.
I was going to grab Shell real quick because Shell's been hurting all day. So I thought I could probably do something in the energy body for that.
Perfect.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah. Oh, she's a little frozen. What a weird night. Weird night for tech. Okay. Kristi, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I was just going to take Shell real quick because Shell's been hurting all day. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Shell, okay. So this is an empath problem. We all have this, where you've just absorbed way too much emotional energy into your bubble. And you're just carrying around too much of other people's stuff, and it's got your vibration down, and that's causing you to hurt. So I'm going to take care of that.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, you brought up Kip's comment.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay.
Well, you do that for Shell. Kip has 2 elderly cats that have been puking a lot. Kip, I thought I would check in with them. It's a food sensitivity. I just feel like as they're getting older, I feel like they're both reacting a little bit more to their food. I don't even know that you have to change their food, but I feel like that's what's bothering them both is that they're reacting to their food. Talk to your vet, see if they have something that's blander or more, geared for old cats. But I feel like on both of their parts, actually, I feel like their tummies are both really, really tender to food. Oh, happy cats, though. Yeah.
Weirdly, Kip, as I was finishing up Shell's energy healing, I had a message about your cats, and that is that make sure that you are getting them an indoor formula of food. I feel
Ah.
like they need that there's some extra stuff in indoor formulas that feels like something
Oh,
would be
interesting.
helpful. And
Okay.
also food that is specifically for elderly cats, elderly indoor cats. There are specific formulas for them. Yeah.
There you go. Well, hopefully that will calm down a little bit. There's nothing like cat puke first thing in the morning,
Oh my goodness. We've all been there.
right?
Okay. And I did finish up with Shell. Sorry, guys. I know our feed's been coming in and out. Something is. Oh, good, Shell. I'm glad that you did. Something's really having a hard time tonight.
Yeah, Kip, you bet. Anytime. Kimberly said she heard an odd moaning in the feed, and then her husband walked into the room. Did we have anything moaning in the background? No, but we've just had a weird feed tonight.
We have. I don't know if it's our provider that's having trouble, if it's my internet. I honestly am not sure, but something is going wonky on us.
Yeah. Well, and on that note, it is 8 o'clock, so we have
Yeah.
fulfilled our psychic hour. So we've had 3 new cases this week. We had case updates last night. We should have a couple of pop-ups this weekend. Kristi for sure will have a pop-up on Saturday. I know she has.
Look for a shark-related crime in
Yes.
honor of Shark Week coming on Saturday.
I am hoping to bring a pop-up tomorrow. We do have a softball tournament this weekend, and I don't know what our schedule will do. So I might be here and I might not. But do want to also let you know there's still plenty of spirit school this month.
Yes.
I had the spirit school meditation this month. I did it on Sunday with singing bowls. I did a full 7 chakra singing bowl balancing. It was cool. I incorporated music into it, and honestly, I think this is the best one I've done. So if you
That's
are a member
awesome.
of Spirit School and you want to do that, make sure you go find it. If you're not a member of Spirit School and you would like to be, all you have to do is just go to our page on YouTube, just our regular page, and there's a button there to subscribe. It's $15 a month, and you will get 3 classes a month from us. And so 1 meditation and 2 classes. So the Tuesday class this month, Kristi is doing a heart chakra first aid.
Yep.
And then.
And you're going to get something to keep out of that, actually.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
And then I am doing the last one. And even though I already published the, I can't remember what I'm doing. Okay. I'm sorry. I already published the schedule, so you guys, maybe but I am doing the last one, and I can't believe I can't remember. No, I'm going to tell you right now. I have it right here. Good hell.
I mean, I don't want to laugh at you.
Oh, that's right. We're doing crystal grids. Good Lord. Yeah, only something like really cool. I knew I had a plan this month that was going to be great. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me either, but anyway. Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to make crystal grids and share some of the ones that I've made over the years. It's going to be really fun. So
Awesome.
That is Spirit School this month. And again, if you haven't joined, just join. It's easy. It's not expensive. 3 classes from us a month for $15 is unheard of. So anyway, that's how it works. But that's what's going on. And we'll be back next week with brand new cases. And the other thing quickly I wanted to share before we go is our case that we did yesterday morning that was released.
Oh, yes.
This was Laverta Sorrell, never got to be a grandmother.
Yes.
And one of her family members commented and had invited us to join them and invited you to join them in a walk for her. And so they're walking a mile a day for the next 14 days to mark the 19 years that she's been missing. and they're just asking you to walk a mile a day, take a picture, even if you only do it once, and share it on social and hashtag it Justice for Laverta, Justice number 4 Laverta, so that they can see it, so that they can feel some support from around the country. Because as you might know from if you watched that broadcast, that her case has been largely ignored, and her family's fought really, really hard to get some exposure along to it. So anyway, we thought that that was really fun, and we're going to take
Yeah,
part. So
for
if
sure.
you want to take a walk this week or this in the next couple of weeks, or if you want to do it every day, whatever, you big overachievers, some of you might. Share a little picture or a video. Justice for Laverta will just help support them and let them know that we care and we're paying attention. So that's what's going on. Well, hey, you guys, thank you so much for being here, and we'll be back with all the good stuff. You have been listening to another production of True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters. Take care.
Thanks, guys.